The Zamperla Discovery is one of the most iconic pendulum rides of all time. With installations around the world at parks big and small, it has proven to be one of the most successful flat rides of the last 20 years. The prototype Discovery debuted in 2004 at the now-defunct Kumdori Land in South Korea. The ride was named Blizzard and would remain very popular up until the park's closing in 2012. This model of Discovery features 30 seats with over-the-shoulder restraints, giving it the model name Discovery 30. The ride reaches heights up to 26 meters or 85 feet and swings up to 120 degrees. It's capable of processing up to 750 riders per hour and is only available as a park version. Many Discovery 30s have been produced and the model is still in production today, with the most recent installation of this ride at the time of this video being the one at Poulton's Park in the UK. In 2006, Zamperla introduced an upgraded version of the Discovery 30 named the Discovery 40, or the Giant Discovery. This new ride was a massive 44.8 meters or 146 feet tall, and as the name implies, has 40 seats. Like the original, it can swing out up to 120 degrees, and it can process up to 800 riders per hour, and it is also only available as a park model. Like the original, the Giant Discovery has proven to be extremely popular, with parks all around the globe buying them, with a few well-known examples being Black Widow at KENNYWOOD, Riddler Revenge at Six Flags Over Texas, and Harley Quinn Spinsanity at Six Flags America. Yeah, we'll get back to that one in a moment. Zamperla took the Discovery to a new market in 2009 with the introduction of the Discovery 16, or the Midi Discovery, with the first model being installed at Luna Park, Coney Island in 2009. This ride swings up to a height of only 15.5 meters or 50.8 feet and has a capacity of 380 riders per hour. Like the larger Discoveries, this ride swings up to a maximum of 120 degrees. Like all the Discoveries before it, this ride is only available in a park version, surprising considering its size. This ride is marketed mostly to small parks and family entertainment centers. It has proven to be pretty popular, though not quite as popular as some of the other Discoveries that we'll cover in a moment. It has sparked many other spin-off rides, both designed by Zamperla and other manufacturers. With 3 successful ride models already in production, Zamperla decided to take the Discovery 30 and the Midi Discovery and add a counterweight to the top of their swing arms. This gave these rides the ability to invert and even stop while being inverted to give the riders an extra sense of hang time. The resulting ride model was named the Discovery Revolution. The smaller Midi Discovery based version of this ride has proven to be more popular than the 30-seat version, with tons of small parks and family entertainment centers buying them, with a few installations being at Waldameer, Kentucky Kingdom, and Nickelodeon Universe at American Dream. The Midi version of the Discovery Revolution is the only Zamperla Discovery that comes in a trailer-mounted version. In 2018, Zamperla introduced what is, in my opinion, their best flat ride yet, the Giga Discovery. Taking the world record as the tallest and fastest non-transportable pendulum ride in the world, the Giga Discovery is massive. It reaches a maximum height of 52.5 meters or 172 feet and swings out over 130 degrees. This ride is impressive regardless of whether you're watching it or riding. It reaches a max speed of 110 kilometers per hour or 68 miles per hour. Interestingly, its main support arm is actually only 3 meters higher than the Giant Discovery, 30 meters compared to 27 meters. However, its high swinging angle of 130 degrees allows it to reach much higher heights. It has the same 40-seat rider vehicle as the Giant Discovery, giving it a lower hourly capacity of 600 riders per hour due to its longer cycle. Currently, only 3 Giga Discoveries exist. The prototype was installed at Six Flags Magic Mountain and is named Crazanity. This ride opened in 2018. The second Giga Discovery was installed at Six Flags Great Adventure and is named Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. This ride opened in early summer 2019. And the newest Giga Discovery was installed at Six Flags Fiesta Texas and is named the Joker Carnival of Chaos. This ride opened in August 2019. Unlike the previous 2 Giga Discoveries, this ride features a fully themed queue that features an interactive funhouse and several other elements of theming. Now moving on a little bit, Zamperla Discoveries have had a very safe history, with only a few minor incidents to speak of. The restraints on the Discoveries do come down automatically, and if not properly maintained, they can do this with some force. This has caused some discomfort and pain to some riders. The most notable accident involving a Discovery was what happened on the Giant Discovery Harley Quinn Spinsanity at Six Flags America in June 2021. An error caused one of the ride's pendulum drive motors to start while the brakes were applied to the pendulum. This caused one side of the ride's supports to shake violently. Eventually, the ride's power was cut, but extensive damage was done to the ride and it has yet to reopen. As of the creation of this video, the ride is no longer listed on Six Flags America's website, though it's hoped that it will reopen this year. All the riders on that ride were completely safe, though, and escaped without any injuries. Now, I have been on several models of the Zamperla Discovery, as well as several other models of pendulum rides that are similar. I rode the Giant Discovery at Six Flags Over Texas and found it to just kind of be okay. It's definitely a good ride, but I wouldn't say it's anything special compared to its competition like the Huss Giant Frisbee. I've also been on several MIDI Discovery Revolutions, including Chaos at Waldemere and Krang Prime Pandemonium at American Dream. So Chaos was certainly not the best ride I've ever had. I had a lot of friends ride it and say it was awful, so I went in with pretty low expectations, and I would say they were about met. It's definitely not that comfortable. It's just in general, it just kind of hurts, and it really isn't that fun. You just kind of hang upside down, and the restraints do crush you quite a bit. I definitely prefer the SBF version of this ride, which can be found at the Fun Spot parks in Orlando and Kissimmee. That's definitely a lot more enjoyable. You feel a lot more forces on that, whereas this just kind of felt like I was being held upside down. It almost reminded me of a Larson loop. And then Krang Prime Pandemonium, on the other hand, was the exact opposite situation, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, because it's the same ride. However, this ride is absolutely fantastic. If you get the chance to go to American Dream, this is the only good ride there. That park really, I did not enjoy it. I think it's the worst park I've ever been to. But Krang Prime Pandemonium is definitely the best ride in that park. Wow, what a good ride. The way you just kind of fly up into the ceiling, and there's kind of a ceiling fan nearby too. You just get so many forces and so many kind of near misses elements with the ceiling. It's really awesome. It's genuinely one of the best pendulums I've been on. So, I mean, in all honesty, it's the only reason to go to American Dream. I have also had the pleasure of riding 2 out of the 3 Giga Discoveries, Joker and Wonder Woman. I rode Wonder Woman on its pass holder preview day in 2019 by accident. I had no plans to be there, however, it was definitely good that I rode it. It was a really fun ride. I actually got a pin for riding it, and I really enjoyed it, having only done the Husses prior to this. It definitely caught me off guard a little bit. The airtime is definitely a lot stronger than the Husses, and the general kind of free fall sensation, as well as the positive G's at the bottom, are obviously a bit more intense than the smaller Huss models. You just feel like you have so much more mass being flung around. I guess that's the best way to describe it. This is definitely a good ride. Only got 1 ride of it because it was the pass holder preview day. I just thought it was open, and then they asked for my season pass. So I was like, okay, well, you know, it's $10 a month, so of course I have a Six Flags season pass. So I went in and rode it. It was great. Haven't rode it since, but definitely worth riding. It's one of the best reasons to go to Great Adventure, because there's not a lot of good reasons to go to Great Adventure, but this is definitely one of them. And then Joker is a completely opposite experience, because there's a ton of great reasons to go to Fiesta Texas. Joker was under construction when I first visited Fiesta Texas in 2018. I visited again in late 2020 and was amazed. This ride has a fully themed queue with amazing audio. The placement of the ride is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, being in Fiesta Texas, it's going to be great to begin with, but just where it is with relative to other rides in the park, also kind of how they theme the whole area around it with the re-theme of the Wave Swinger too, it just really fits in. So you've got the fully themed queue with a freaking fun house that you go through. I mean, where else are you going to see that? That was awesome. The operations were also fantastic. I mean, they were flying through riders as much as you can with a flat ride, and they absolutely were killing it there. The surrounding theming of the whole area, it just felt really nice. You could, blink and think you were at Universal. That's the kind of quality of this ride. And of course, when you're actually on the ride, it's so giant, especially where it's placed. It just looks huge. And you kind of fly up over where you can see over the quarry wall. So it's super awesome. The airtime is great. The positives are great. I thought it was better than Wonder Woman, but not by much. They're probably the same, and I'm just not remembering quite right. And also it had a really long cycle. So definitely really enjoyed that. It's probably my favorite pendulum ride that I've ever been on to date. If you are ever in the area where you have the option to go to Fiesta, Texas, absolutely go. It's a great park, and they have Joker, which is certainly one of their best additions. So yeah, that about concludes everything there is on the Zamperla Discovery. If you have any experience riding one of these rides, as they are very popular in the United States these days, thanks to Six Flags adding them to pretty much every one of their parks, please do let me know in the comments below. Also, if you think we missed anything, let us know as well. Thanks for watching this episode of Flat Ride of the Week, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.